You know, I've always told you that when you sign up for my consultation, you get these pop-up Zooms. So I'm going to do one now. And except this time, you're all going to get to watch. You're going to learn how to leverage trade with me in real time. Let's invite my friends. As they come in, these are my daily trade updates where you can come in for free and trade over my shoulder in real time. I've been winning all day. I'm about to enter another trade over the whole number, and I'm going to show them how to do it. Let's let everybody in. Hey, everyone.
What up, Bo?
Hey, so I'm going to share my screen with you, and we could do some trading. I'm going to record this for YouTube or for the other people that are in the group. So if you don't want to show your face, don't show your face. I don't need video, okay? I'm going to share my screen with you, and I am going to show you some great stuff. How is everyone?
Great.
Doing good, though.
Good. Hold on. Whoa. Do you see my entire screen? I don't think you do. So, you know, I like to short over a whole number. All day today, I waited hours, okay, for this thing to go over 68,000. I did it a couple of times. If we look at the day, let me see if I have a picture in the Discord. Hold on. Let's see. Daily trade updates. Let's find a picture from the Legends room here. Jackpot. We are over the whole number. Okay, so I am going to show you guys how to log in here or how to do this. I'm going to go into market, right? I might leave this trade overnight. I'm going to start small, okay? I want to get in. I usually like to have a $1,500 trade size. So I waited. You guys just seen. Hold on. What was this? This I closed, except I didn't fucking show the win. Hold on. I did have the win. We'll go over all of that anyway. Hold on. Oh, that's not relevant. Where's the one I need? Is it this one? No. All right. So, the way I enter is, first thing I do is I look at 86. Hold on. What? At 86x, right, you get a really small gap. So as soon as I put the smallest part of my trade in, I like to put in my gap. Look at that. That takes me over 70,000. I do this before I put the rest of my trade in because I'm going to show you something. Hold on. Are we still over the whole number? Yeah. So now I'm going to put in. Now, this kind of trade, I like to leave all night. I'll explain to you why I think it's going to dump all night. Michael Saylor didn't buy. Now, wait. Come down here. Look, I don't know if you could all see. There's only so much I could zoom here. All right. So, hold on. Shadow, that is phenomenal. Make it 1 megabyte for download. That's amazing. She just put all of India out of business. Now, it's going up. Why am I shorting now? First of all, my gap now that I added to it, right, is only a little over. Let me try to really zoom so everyone can see. All right, this is the most important part of the screen on Bitunex, okay? So when we look at this, right, market price, entry price, liquidation price. Now, I am slightly over. We know the coordinates like 226, 113, the 086, all that stuff, right? Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to multitask. All right, so most people get shook out in the first part of the trade. This is the most important part of the screen on Bitunex, okay? Hold on. I have it super zoomed. Nothing makes sense. Don't worry. This is what matters. Entry, market price, and your liquidation. I take a picture of this square right here on my phone, and I combine that picture with a picture like this. And I usually walk away once the trade is protected. Okay, you guys have seen me do this where I come back out of nowhere. I have 118% trade, right? So usually I'll see a big dump like this and I say, oh, it's time to get my money. As a matter of fact, I think I did that here. Okay, we were all here. Yeah. I had a trade over the whole number. I was like, oh, I guess I need to collect. And it's funny. Many times people will buy the dip right here at that 888 number. Look at this. Okay, did they buy the dip? Hold on. I can't see when I zoom like this.
Yes, they did.
Okay. So they bought the dip. My order bought in, look, 68,019. Okay. So here, my liquidation price is a little bit, you know what? I'm comfortable with this. Hold on. Now let's check exactly what I have in the trade. There's $10,000 here. I love the floating wallet. Okay. So I have $13,000 in total. So that means I have about $2,500 in the trade. Now this is strategic. In the old days, we used to trade on, no, I don't want that. What the hell? I don't need to learn anything right now in Cross. Cross uses your entire wallet to protect your position. Okay? Now we trade on isolated. So we control what's in the trade. Okay? So isolated is very important. So by doing that, you'll get a fixed liquidation price. And with this pencil, you can add some money from your wallet. Don't add too much. Okay? Look, I'm going to zoom so you can see this. Look, I'm right over the coordinate right now of the next whole number. Let me see. I don't know where I am. So if you add, hold on. When I zoom like this, it's crazy. Okay, so my liquidation is, we're at 68,000. If we go to 69.2 many times, 226 is one of the numbers where it's the coordinate of the next number. And if it has low velocity, it'll break and go back out under. So it would really suck to have this bounce over the next whole number just to that low range, that 086, that 113, that 226, and then slip back. So in that instance, I might want to add a little bit more. Okay, as a matter of fact, if I add $2,100, look at that. Now, my liquidation is over $70,000. We're at 68,000, just over it. That's enough protection. It's plenty of protection. But I plan to add to this trade because when you're slightly, and this is very normal. Why all of a sudden am I down 25%? Because I'm at 86x. It's very, very normal for this to happen. Okay, so hold on. Oh, we're probably pumping a little bit. Now, let's see. It looks dramatic, right? Looks like, oh my God, how much did we pump? Oh, shit. Look. Here the pump looks big, but look at the price. It's $200 over where we just entered. Once you learn to be calm about this, everything is different. Okay? Once you learn, see, even on my chart, oh, I have the wrong one. Even on my chart, I don't have visual noise. Okay, I don't watch all of this. You see that? It pumped up $200. In the scheme of things, that is nothing. That's why I have a buffer. But here's the thing. If you're sitting here staring at this, the average person is like, oh my God, I'm down $339 already. Holy crap. Okay? That's nothing. Let me take you to my desktop. I know I'm protected. Again, I could walk away and go to sleep. Okay, they got to pump $2,000 in the middle of the night. Now, what else is helping my thesis? Let's take a screenshot because screenshots help you. When you're down, sometimes you forget, right? And you might be looking at this. You come back an hour later, and now you're down like 19%, but you forgot that you were down 25%. So by looking at this, it psychologically makes you feel better. Every single aspect of the trade, okay, is about how you feel. So let me show you something. All right, this happened to me this morning. Identical trade. Okay. Trades, I gotta tell you, oh my God, look, even my check this out. Hold up. Look, this is us right now, okay? My liquidation, look, Same thing, 7,000, 70,000. Look, it was around the same thing. I did the same shit, okay? I was down 37%. And I want to share this with you so that you see this as normal when you trade. And you don't think, oh man, I messed up. Oh, I'm losing. I don't want to lose all this money. All those stupid thoughts. All of those stupid thoughts ruin everything. That's why I said you take a picture of this and you look at the simple up and down chart and you know where you're protected to and you don't stare at this minutia. So remember my entry on the screenshot, 67,307, down $1,300. Same trade, 67,307 was my entry price. Look, wouldn't you rather have that? A lot of this is your decision. Does this make sense to any of you? You
Yes.
decide to close. You self-liquidate out of fear. These are the same trade. This is not days later. This is me walking away and coming back and saying, it's time to collect my money. Exact same trade. So most trades start off like this. Okay. Let me see where we are now. So we just went from 67,888 and we popped up to 68,250. Okay, so we're right in the range of where it goes up and down. Now I'm going to show you something. This is what, hold on, I can get rid of this because I don't need that example anymore. Okay, I want to show you something. Size matters. Okay, I've taught you with Bitunex, okay, that, where did I start with today? Okay, I taught you with Bitunex, right, that you could hover over your wallet. And if you have more money than when you started with, the percentage doesn't matter as much. That means that you kind of, when you close, you're pretty much going to get that amount, okay, as long as your screen is refreshed and all that stuff. All right, so 115% sounds great, right? You see this trade? This happened today. It's another trade. Okay, this I entered at 67,000. Okay, everybody see that? $1,500, 115%. Everyone? Anyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay, that's not the point. I want you to remember the number. 115%. That's not everyday common easy, right? Okay, that's a little
No.
bit tough to come by. But I made $1,558. Let's look at this trade. This trade made almost as much money. Instead of $1,500, it made $1,300. Is it a lot easier to make 34% than over 100%?
Way
Definitely.
easier.
Yeah.
Are you getting to what? Are you starting to see what I'm alluding to?
Yes. Stop
Yes.
treading dust.
Heavier trades matter. The size of your trade matters, but you have to have the stomach for it because, let's go back, I deleted them. Okay? You've seen how much you could be down right off the bat. You have to believe in your trade like a religion. I believe in my trade. Let's check on it. Okay? Hold on. We have a screenshot. We were down 25%. We just entered the trade. Now we're down 21%. But I'm not finished. We're over the whole number. I'm going to now drop another $1,000. And you know, the great part about this that people really don't realize, look at that small little baby candle right there, that people really don't realize, boom, you bastard, like that, is that $1,000 represents $86,000 worth of Bitcoin. That's what people don't realize. That's what the fees and everything is about. That's why the numbers move so fast. Does anyone know why I added to my trade here?
Yes.
Go ahead, tell me.
Because we did not go with velocity over the whole number. So more than likely it's going to come back under the whole number.
Yes.
So you position better. and you didn't risk your gap because you have plenty of gap still.
And
That's why.
yes,
And
yes.
you're heavy.
And I am starting to break beams. Beams are 226 113 086. We are pounding on the 226 right now. Let's check the ocean. Okay? Oh, what a disaster. Every time I go to this chart, it becomes an albino. Okay, and I got to come here, and I got to go like this. I do this so many times a day that I got used to it. Thank God I don't trade on this stupid exchange. Talking about that. Look, 6 hour. This one is a little bit smaller. Bigger the candle, bigger the move. Smaller the candle, weaker the move. Oh, what do we have here? Okay, I don't care about the price right now. I'm looking at these candles. Everybody, let's make it nice and big so we could all see, right? Big candle, big candle. Okay, this looks like a little war formation. Okay, now we're starting to get some chop up here. We're starting to get some chop up here. Okay, and we all know that at nighttime, many times the witching hour comes. Could be 2 a.m., could be midnight. We don't know. Right now it's 9 p.m. Now, you guys all know how to read the candles. Right now, let's look at this as a pump. It looks like it's getting weaker. It looks like quite possibly in the next 1 minute we may get a red candle. If not, a tiny, tiny little green candle. Why do I say 1 minute? I'm on the 1 hour chart. And lucky us, okay, it is now 8:59. A new candle's about to come out. This is going to tell us, will the momentum right now, or at least up for the next hour or so, it's going to be up. Okay? Now, so let's look at what we have here. We're pumping into the nighttime. Usually, now what I'll do is I might add to my trade and use the rest of my money to strengthen my trade. Okay? I plan to leave this until what we call the witching hour. We pumped all day. Okay? Michael Saylor didn't buy. Nobody bought. The markets, the stock markets were green with excitement. Okay? Everything was super green, over 1,000 points here. People bought everything. Okay? Thinking the war is over, all of this stuff. Right? So, when we look here, all day we have been pumping. Right? For the last, that's about 10 hours. We come here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Yeah. So we have been pumping for 10 hours straight. Many times when we pump into the overnight, usually this candle was a sign of weakness. Okay? But now this is called starting a new leg up. Okay? This candle could shrink down a little bit, but now we need to look at the next candle, which will be an hour from now at 10 p.m. Usually the witching hour could start from midnight to 1 a.m. Okay? This candle right now, do you guys see it moving? Have any of you seen it? It was just moving, like it's struggling.
Yeah.
It's a brand new candle. It's just forming. It's struggling. Sometimes you'll see them actually shrink down. There's another thing. We're still in the lower coordinates of where we were. Okay? Now, last time I looked, we were down $300. We're still about the same. We're down 14%. Okay? Looks like it's actually coming down. 14, 13%. Now, if I wanted to leave this trade overnight, okay, and usually I'll sleep with my phone and check it, right? If I wanted to leave it overnight, I would I'd like to add to the trade now. I know it's crazy. Hold on.
Oracle, are you going to increase your shield there that you added to the
I'm
trade?
thinking of
So you
adding
get
to
that
the
gap?
trade. I'm thinking of adding to. I have enough ammo here to protect it. I'll show you. I'm watching the number here. We're still in the lower coordinates. If it goes into the, let's say, 500 range, 700 range, like it's going to go up to the next whole number, I won't add yet. I'll watch it. Watching the number is critical. So, let me just make sure. So, you guys get the point of this, how your trade size matters? 34%?
Yes.
You all got that, right?
Yep.
Versus
Yeah.
making almost the same money, but having to strive for 115%. That makes it a lot tougher. The reason why I'm asking you is because I want to clean this shit up. Look, this one was only 17%, but it was decent money. It was $700. And I hovered over my wallet at the time, and I was like, okay with that. All right, but again, to take small percentages, you want to be able to have, hold on, delete, boom. All right, to take small percentages, you want to be able to have more money in there. So, we always like the shiny new object, okay? They approach me all the time with new exchanges, okay? Now, I've gone through so many of them that have been disasters. When I started years ago with, I remember BitGet, it was a nightmare, okay? Bitunex was one of the worst. Their servers were slow. Everything was a disaster. I used to have to yell at them. I used to have to send them emails and yell at them. So I always look at new exchanges and stuff because sometimes we want the shiny new thing, okay? And just change is good as well. But I have certain requirements. I like it to be that people are not forced to KYC if they don't want to. People don't have to use a VPN if they don't want to, right? So, and that they pay out instantly, and that they don't cheat, and that things look like they line up, like the numbers and all that. So I've been looking at another exchange, right? And before I even get involved, see this 2-minute video, 41 seconds, critical feedback. You know what these are? These are videos of things on their exchange that are fucked up. If they fix them, it might be a great exchange for us to trade on. So I'm probably down, okay? Let me see. Yeah, $500. So what do I do in this position? I plan to leave this open. I have every intention of doing exactly what I did last night. Okay, what did I do last night? Let's see. We'll go here and find it. Legends room. I might have deleted them. Sometimes I delete my trades. Hold on, what was this? So last night, I think you guys see me pop up in the middle of the night at like 2 o'clock in the morning and bang out like 2 trades that I posted here. Let's see. See, this is a good example. Look, the more money you make, the heavier the percentage. I mean, heavier trade. Fuck, I'll just show you. Okay, 18%, $1,000. That's the goal. If you can make $1,000 on every trade, hold on. I don't need to increase nothing. I need to drop a boom. One of those. You remember we were down 25%, right? Not anymore. Not anymore. Okay, I'm going to break 67,000 tonight. It's already broken. Okay, yeah, I'm lining myself up for it. So the things I wanted to show you. So now let's add a little protection. We got 6,500. Don't go crazy with this. Okay, don't go crazy with this. So watch. Let's zoom together. I want you, because the money you add in the trade, okay, makes your trade win faster if you do it strategically, makes you make more money. You're adding this to your trade, but in a different way. You're not able to throw money on the top like I just did, like pound money on the top of the mountain, okay? So, if you give up all your money now, let's say I put all this in there, right? Watch this. That's it, I'm done. My liquidation is 71,106. I can't do anything else. I can't add to my trade. I can't do nothing, right? And plus, I don't trust them. I don't want them to see everything all at once. So sometimes I'll go like this. Okay, so this brings me, where are we? We're at 68,222. Whatever. 68, whatever number, okay? Where's that pencil? Okay. So, I don't add it all at once. You might want to be able, you want to have the freedom, the flexibility to add to a trade, whatever you want to do. So let me see what this does to, what I'm looking at is this number here. Okay. What if I did this? I'd like to be over the whole number. You all understand that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not quite enough. So let's say, and I sit here and I do this, okay? All right. That brings me from, where are we now? 68? Hold on. Let me look at my phone. Okay, so we are at 68,200. Okay. That means they need to go over 69, which they're barely escaping the gravitational pull of 68. Okay. They need to go break free of 68, build a floor, get to 69, hold that, go all the way up to 70,000 to take me out. And it's nighttime. And we all know that when we pump all day, many times we dump in the nighttime.
Correct.
So you see what I'm doing? I'm trying to get away from the
226.
coordinate. I'm trying to make them have like one hell of a pump to get me. But I'm also, because I plan to leave this, I'm comfortable with that. Okay, so now on my phone, okay, all I'll do is look at, see, that looks like a huge number. Oh, $400 already. It's nothing because I have a decent sized trade in so far. And I plan to add to it. And we were down 25, hold on. We were down almost the same amount of money in 25%. Oh, now we're down more. Now my trade size has gotten good. That's how I can tell, look. So 18% down $500, that means the trade size is decent. So at this point now, I still have $3,000. Let me tell you the logic. If I really want to protect this and leave this overnight, which I will have to, okay, because of the time it is, it's 9 o'clock. We know what happens in the overnight. Let's check what's going on here. Hold on. So the 6 hours green. Does anybody know what that is coming out of the bottom of that candle? Is that a sign of strength?
That is a tail.
Weakness.
That's a
Breaking
sign
its ass.
weakness.
Yep. A green candle should have a wick going up. Okay? Let me show you something. Let me show you good candles. This will really help you out. All right. Everybody focus here. You see these nice candles? Those are good, strong candles. That's where we pumped all day. Green candle should have a wick going up. Red candle should have a wick going down. A candle that has a wick going the wrong way is a sign of weakness. Now let's take a look at the next candle. Okay, that one showed a sign of weakness. This one is smaller than this one, and it has a tail. And then this one came out and almost started to lose it. So we can start to see weakness form here. Look at the strength of these candles. Can you see the clarity of that now?
Yes.
Yep.
You see the strength of these candles. This is how I do it. And the weakness starting to form. And all of a sudden, we thought we had a good candle, right? We're like, oh, shit, look at that. All right, it was another big green candle, but if we look close...
First chance I've had to trade in some days waiting like an assassin.
What the hell was that? In any case, you can see that this candle is starting to grow a tail. That's a sign of weakness. Plus, the number is not explosively moving up. We're not at 68,300, 400. So, and if you look at my screen, it looks like nothing's even moving, right? I do that on purpose.
Yep.
I am not distracted by nothing. You guys are seeing numbers and things flashing and stuff so fast. I see none of that. I do not see. I'm sure I'm down like 30%. Oh, 19%. Okay? I don't see any of that. Now, there's choices to be made here. Okay? The shield or the arrow. Okay? The arrow is adding to the trade. But you might have to give up some of your shield. Which one would you rather have? I plan to leave this trade and come back in a couple hours, not even watch it. So right now, I'm kind of comfortable with it. It could go up further. Okay, if you're going to add more, you might as well make it as effective as possible. Okay, I believe that the numbers haven't moved dramatically.
I lost signal to resume button.
Let's go
Ooh,
ahead.
they missed somebody.
Yeah. Anyway, so I am going to add to this now because I see that, hold on, time check, 9:14. Let's check that 1 hour candle.
By the way, I
Hold
want to say thank you.
hold on. Here we go. Power time.
Uh-huh.
What were you going to say, buddy?
I was going to say thank you for putting me on ETH. Dude, I've been trading nothing but ETH because of you.
Ethereum is good. Realize that
Yes.
that $100 move on Ethereum is like a
Uh-huh.
$1,000 move on Bitcoin.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, especially if you can grab ETH under 2,000 and go long, it always goes back up. That's always a kill shot. And the other day, just a couple of days ago, it was under 2,000. We are breaking beams. You guys got to understand, when this starts happening, this whole number is getting pounded and pounded. It could go back up, but when it keeps coming, visiting here, especially, this was part of the pump for the day, 68. I waited most of the afternoon for us to get back over 68K. Okay, so hold on. Oh, look what happened. My liquidation moved because I added $1,000 to my trade. So I'm going to just try to move that a little bit. Okay. So that's a little bit of a balancing act I do. Now, I plan on leaving this the whole night. Now, if I'm up 9 or 10, I'm not closing that. Okay, the kill box is 20, 30%. Okay, I am not going to close this and lose money. Okay, so I actually expect to have a big win tonight. Again, let's take another look. Oh, look at this. Look, the beams are breaking. Now, your numbers are different on each exchange. Look. Oh, we're profitable already. Well, you know what then? Fuck that door, the whole fucking thing now. There you go. Oh, I slipped. Oh, I didn't balance anything out. That's okay. Anyway, sometimes if I get close here, right, and I'm over the whole number and I'm up 20%, I'll close the trade as long as I'm up around 20%. I'll close the trade, and then what I'll do is I'll reload right over the whole number. It's probably going to play around with me for a little while here. Anyway, so I plan to leave this. I'm going to add a little bit more money, okay, so I could have a little bit more of a buffer because now I went in pretty heavy. So we have 13,000 in the trade, 12,900, all in the trade, which makes it very exciting. So, and now the idea is to go to sleep. Seriously, you need to walk away and not stare at this. You'll use your phone and the 1 hour chart, and no matter where you are, you're going to run across the house when it's time to come back and collect your money. Because we know that 68,000 is going to break. And we have a little reassurance here. Okay, when I look at the 1 hour, I'm sure it's getting even weaker. Okay, look at that. Okay, so I wanted to share with you the main thing was it is so much harder to trade when you trade with a tiny bit of money. The heavier, so you got to be sure of yourself, sure of your trade. When I put a trade in like this, I'm sure of my trade. Okay, and I'm going to actually send some more money over because I used up all my protective buffer because I'm excited and I'd like to have a little bit more than $1,000 protective buffer. But I know that I'm going to win this trade. So let's see where we're at now. Yeah, we're down 2%. So, but pretty much that's it. I just wanted to help you guys out and show you a little bit of the art of reading the candles, and mainly the size of your trade matters, and also this part. Hold on. Look. Strong candles. Look at that move. Look at it like a wave. Look, it's starting to get all distorted and weak. And I am sure, okay, as we break, look at that. The 086 has been broken. The hammer has been dropped. Look at that. It's just a matter of time. Can you see the number breaking?
Oh,
Let's
there
watch
it
it
went.
here.
992.
There we go. So we are up.
It's broke.
There we go. All right. But we need to be up a little bit more than that. I don't know if you could see. Sometimes I do this. You know, I don't even need the chart. Hold on. I'll go like this.
Just look at your wallet.
Yeah.
Exactly. You just look at the wallet. If it's
Sometimes
going
I
up,
just do
you're
that
winning.
and I'll watch what's going on over here. Oh, definite weakness. Look at the 1 hour. Do you see how it's compressing? If that shit's going to turn red. So you've watched all this does. These are waves. Okay? If I take you back, look at this. This is hours of dumping, hours of pumping, and all it knows how to do is pump and dump. You don't need fancy indicators. You don't need TA. You don't need scholastic bands and rubber bands and prophylactics and all of that. None of that. Simple. Simple. Bigger the candle, stronger the move. Smaller the candle, weaker the move. Candles should not have wicks coming out of their asses. Okay? Remember that. Tails are a sign of weakness. And the Red Army is on the horizon. Okay? And now it's being pounded. 68,000 is being pounded. As a matter of fact, look here. Hold on. There we are. But I can't take that money yet. You know why? Because it's not enough. It's not enough. So I got to let this cook. This is what I told you. Let your trades cook. Don't stare at them and get all excited. I'll come back and revisit this at 68,000 at 3 o'clock in the morning. No, I meant to say 66,000. In any case.
That's the one. Go pound some veg.
Listen, I'm going to go. I wanted to make this a quick little Zoom with you guys. I recorded it so everybody in the Discord can hear it. And I hope you found some of this shit helpful,
Thank
especially
you.
reading the candles. The candles are everything. See, we're moving hour by hour now. Okay, and the next one, now you'll start to see red. And then a bigger red. And then we should dump. And everybody be happy. Because shorting makes everyone happy. I don't know why. Okay, I'm almost happy. But not yet. Anyway, let me stop this recording. Hold on. You know, I'm going to say goodbye to all of you first. And it was nice
Thanks,
talking
Oracle.
to you. Let me find a...
Thanks,
Thanks,
Oracle.
Jules.
You're the man.
It was
Thanks,
absolutely
brother.
my pleasure.
Thank you.
Let me take
Amazing,
us
thank
back
you.
to...
Thank you.
Yeah, it was good to talk to all of you. And I am going to wrap up this video. Hold on, let's stop this now.